Alright guys, Madass here once again, and I'm going to make this video to show you guys how to recognize and play a morning shake slash morning dip, whatever you want to call it. And this was a trade that I made this morning live, and this is actually the live footage of the FNMA morning dip. And the reason why I wanted to make a morning dip video, even though I already made a dump video, is because morning dips they're kind of similar to dumps, but they're kind of on a smaller scale, and they take place in the morning, hence the name morning dip. And it's usually a lot more shorter time frame than a dump. So I just wanted to help you guys recognize the difference. But there are a lot of similar characteristics in both, and I'm going to point them out. So the first thing I notice immediately is the huge 20-cent plus gap down. The stock has been weakening in terms of buying pressure over the past couple days, and there's just continual downward momentum, and the 20-cent gap down definitely proves that. And the second thing I noticed is the first 3-minute candle at 3.2 million, which is actually less than the previous day's first 3-minute candle, which started to lead me to think that the move wasn't going to be that strong. But what made me believe that this dip was going to be very playable was the second 3-minute candle, and it proved to be greater than the first 3-minute candle, as you can see here. And this is something that I haven't seen on FNMA in a while. 2 consecutive increasing candles. So that led me to believe that, okay, it's going to be a pretty nice move on this dip, and I could probably take a fairly large size position. I've been usually playing the morning dips with 10,000 shares, but because of the increasing volume, I opted to go with 25,000 shares this time. So to start to comment on the level 2 action, you still see the same MMs pushing it down. You got ARCA, you got CDEL, you got CSTI, you got ATDF constantly showing up with large ask sizes like ATDF right now with 103K at 195. ARCA keeps undercutting the ask, and we have some bid support here at 193. Let's see if it holds. Yeah, ARCA immediately undercutting the ask, and 193, the bid stack is dwindling, and we got 192 prints. Got some bids there at 192. Let's see if those hold. And 192s are printing. You still got most of the transactions going through on the bid side, not on the ask side, which is basically the tape is showing that we have some more downward momentum. So we got some bid stack here at 191, 190, some support, and let's see if that holds. You still got ARCA, you still got CDEL, you still got ATDF. ARCA down tick again, and we want to see if ARCA decides to jump on top of the bid, and that could be your buy signal. 190 is getting printed. Okay. Some neutral action here. 192. 191. Oh, there we go. ARCA jumping to the top of the bid. At this point, I put in my buy order, and I got a really nice fill at 191, 25,000 shares. And this is definitely the bottom here on this dip. We should see some. I see another candle volume increase on this candle here, the third 3-minute candle, signifying that the shorts are recovering and the bounce players are buying back in. We got ARCA showing up with a large bid size at 74K at 192, 89K now. You got the ask thinning out. You got ATDF, ARCA laying off the ask, not aggressively, putting a large ask size or down ticking. You got prints above the ask now. You got 99K, 193 ARCA up ticking. He's doing exactly the opposite what he was doing when he was pushing the stock down. Now he's propping it up. You're gonna have a pretty nice bounce here. Look at that volume, as I expected, 4 million plus in the third 3-minute candle. And there we go. ARCA keeps upticking on the bid. You still got CDEL, you got ATDF, 193 bid support. You got a little mini wall here at 195. Let's see if it gets hit. Want to see transactions keep going through on the ask or higher, and little to no transactions go through on the bid side to signify upward momentum on the tape. There we go. 195 is getting eaten up. ARCA showing up with a nice bid there. 195, 196 now. And if you got in at 191, 192, you should be able to comfortably hold on to your position at the moment. Pretty good upward momentum here. Solid bottom bounce here at 191. And the next up would be a 2 break. Let's see if that tests and breaks. If it fails to break, I would definitely try to get out. If not, I would hold on to my position for a greater gain. So 197s are getting eaten up. ARCA again propping up the bid at 197. You got CDEL with a huge bid at 196, 111K. CDEL 111K, and ATDF with 101K. And a 2 test is coming up. Still, the transactions are going through on the ask. Definitely a good sign if you're long. A little bit of a struggle here. I would have a sell order ready just in case. 199 and a little bit of a resistance here just before $2. Some nice bid support at 197 still. Let's see if the 199 stand out. There we go. We got some bids at 198, and we got some action at 199. Okay, CSCI 96K, 198. We got some bids stacking here at 198. Looking for a 2 break here. If not, I would think about getting out. There we go. We got some 2s printed. Alright, looks like the 199s are thinning out. Still looking good. $201s printed. Nice bids at 198. ARCA upticking 199. Let's see a clean 2 break right here. So right now the target would be the open price at 209. I would expect some resistance there after this 2 break. There we go. The 2 break is complete. So let's see if this thing can break 209 or 210. And if we break 209, I would expect a possible test of the gap fill around 220. Got some resistance at 205. Let's see if we can break that. We got some prints going through at 205. Don't see ATDF, ARCA, or CDEL really aggressively keep the stock down by stacking the ask. Good sign that the stock has a couple more ticks to run here. Definitely momentum slowing down though. An 800K 3-minute candle following the 3.2 million candle, because we're approaching the resistance of the open price around 209. So your sell signal would be ARCA showing up on the ask again, keeping it down, just like how I did on the bid. So we're going to watch for that. Still looking good at the moment. The transactions going through on the ask. But like I said, the momentum is slowing down. Alright, there we go. ARCA on the ask. This is where I would get out. And I did get filled at 206, all 25,000 shares, locking in 37.50 in profits in about what is that, like 15 minutes or something like that. Pretty solid gains for you know, just a couple minutes of work. So basically, this is how the morning dip works. It's a quick in and out. It's not as solid of gains when you're trying to compare it to a huge dump and bounce play, but when you can identify that it's going to be a pretty large volume morning shake, you could get in with a pretty decent sized position and still lock in some pretty solid gains. And I do understand that the stock did eventually run to 215. However, I didn't want to take any chances, as I know that the fills can get really tough if you're forced to sell on the way down. So when I immediately saw ARCA down ticking, I exited my position because I had a pretty large size position. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to leave a comment below or hit me up on Twitter, iHub, Stockhaven chat room. So that's it. All right, guys. Thanks.